says hoot, hoot, hoot. The owl says hoot, hoot, hoot.
Hello, and welcome to James Lester's Express Lane, where we get you on as fast as possible. Turns out, I jumped the gun. Yeah, I've been yelled at for jumping the gun a little too much lately. Like, the ear thing. How was I to know he was using a beauty filter? Because he was in the living room, so it's not being... The picture wasn't taken in a mirror, like in the bathroom or something. So why would the image be reversed? Turns out, when you do a beauty filter, it reverses the image. Thank you to the people on Twitter. It's like, yeah, here's a beauty filter he was using. Like, he used a beauty filter, and that's why the image was reversed. So he actually was putting the eardrops in the correct ear. It's just because of the beauty filter, it flipped the image to make it look like it was the wrong ear. Like, I never would have suspected he was using a beauty filter. Holy crap! Like, how vain must you be? Or in the case of this, oh yes, right there. It is ordered a discharge under USC 727, granted a DSP, by the court. The judge is Timothy W. Dorr. When I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, sat down in the bed, on the toilet, doing my business, going through my phone, see an update, like, alright, what's the update? What? He got it? How? Nick Ricciuta said this was not going to happen. He's a lawyer. You'd think he would know. Turns out, no one saw this coming. Nick didn't see it. In fact, his newest video about it is pretty much him freaking out like, how? This doesn't make sense. He straight up says he's now a true believer in DSP and the pig roach luck. Because he, an actual lawyer, did not see this coming at all. No one saw this coming. How would you? Like, his bankruptcy forms are clear bullshit. He's had to amend them so many times. Because, like, uh-oh, Nancy found out about this, better report it. Uh-oh, Nancy found out about that, better report it. But it turns out that this is not actually final. You have to wait for Nancy. Please, Nancy, please be best waifu 2020. Well, unfortunately, it turns out she is not best waifu of 2020. The trustee's report of no distribution, I, Nancy L. James, having been appointed trustee of the estate of the above-named debtors, report that I have neither received any property nor paid any money on account of this estate, that I have made a diligent inquiry into the financial affairs of the debtor and the location of the property belonging to the estate, and that there is no property available for distribution from the estate over and above that exempted by law. Pursuant to Fed R Bank P 5009, I hereby certify that the estate of the above-named debtor has been fully administered and request that I be discharged from any further duties as trustee. Key information about this case as reported in schedules filed by the debtor or otherwise found in the case record. This case was pending for 3 months, assets abandoned without deducting any secured claims, assets exempt, not available, claim schedule, claims asserted, not applicable, claims scheduled to be discharged without payment, without deducting the value of collateral that's accepted from discharge. Filed by Nancy L. James on behalf of Nancy L. James. Document number, blah, blah, blah. Nancy, you were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the pig roach, not join him. And so, yes, I way jumped the gun because let's say this doesn't come out. Let's say she's like, well, we need to inspect the house. We can't right now because of the coronavirus. We need to inspect his items. We can't right now because of the coronavirus. So, right, let's wait 3 months. She could have done that. But, as this report here says, it's already been 3 months. Normally, a bankruptcy case is a 5-minute 341 call. You're done. The yacht guy. Yacht guy's a perfect example of that, of how, wow, that was fucking easy. Like, yes, they normally are. And for his people saying, it's still a loss because he had to file bankruptcy. No. You filed bankruptcy. I filed bankruptcy. GTG, LSB, LSP, Agent Proper, Local Slam, Red Fruit Lupe. Anyone else files for bankruptcy, it's a huge loss. Because why do people file bankruptcy? Let's see. Oh, they lost their job. Oh, they got cancer. They went through treatment. They racked up $1 million worth of medical bills that they can't afford to pay. They live in a two-income household. With two incomes, they can afford the house. They can afford the cars. They can afford. Oh, hey, it's been 6 months. Let's go to the Caribbean. Oh, it's been 6 months. Let's go to the Mediterranean. Oh, it's been 6 months. Let's go on a cross-country tour of the country. Oh, you died in a car accident. You were struck down by lightning. An elephant broke out of the zoo and trampled you to death. Something. We're no longer a two-income family. We're now a one-income family. And I can't afford the house. I can't afford the cars. I can't afford the trips. I can't afford the lifestyle that we had. I must file bankruptcy. That is 99% of what bankruptcies are. Is that something happened. You lost your job. You lost a loved one that was, no, a two-income household. You got cancer, went through treatments, beat it, but now you're $1 million in medical debt. Stuff like that. DSP is none of that. He could have fully paid off everything, but he didn't. When he had the condo, his best year of YouTube, $300,000. You paid $130,000, you made $300,000. You could have paid off the condo and had money left over even after taxes. But he didn't. Oh, the house, the condo, whatever in Washington is $265. Well, gee, if he had, I don't know, paid off the original condo and then moved into that one, like, oh no, I'm going to lose 60 grand on the sale, but you still sell the original condo. You can use that 60 grand to, I don't know, pay towards the Washington condo. Gee, you're paying a 6% interest rate and you went from 265 to 205 immediately within a month or two. Guess what? The interest rate that you'd be paying is a lot less. Because you'd be paying, instead of going 6% on 265, it's 6% on 205. Oh, look at that. You got more than 22% paid off. Ta-da! Your PMI goes away. That saves you however much a month. And of course, if the Connecticut condo's sold because he already paid it off by then he sells it. He doesn't pay HOA fees on it. It was like, what did he say, $400 during a 341 call or something like that? $400 a month for HOA fees that he doesn't have to pay. And of course, you had to have the electricity on. You had to have the water on because, oh no, it's winter. You didn't have the pipes running. You didn't have the heat on. The pipes froze and burst. You just damaged the condo. Yeah, they don't like that. So you still have to pay for the heat, electricity, water, stuff like that. It might only be $10 a month for all of them, but it's still $10 for electric, $10 for heat, $10 for water. You get rid of 5 years of those payments. $30 a month times 12, 360 times 5. Gee, you saved yourself over $1,500. Oh, plus the HOA fees. Oh, and you got 60 grand on a condo you paid $135 for, but you got 60 grand that you then put towards your house to lower your payment and lower your the amount that you'd be paying in interest over time. What is it? When I was doing my house, doing the math, it was like for every $20 extra I pay into it, there's like $100 in a 30-year mortgage in interest that I wouldn't have to pay. So you put down $200, that's a couple $1,000 that you don't have to pay in interest over a 30-year mortgage. So imagine you put down $60,000 extra. Yikes. A lot less than interest to pay over the course of a 30-year mortgage. But he didn't do any of that. He spent money on credit cards, and he never paid it off. But now my question is, WWE Champions at the time of filing was 40 grand on $131,000 in credit cards. Now you say 21 grand of that is interest, which is way more than most people have, but let's say 21 grand of that was interest. So 40 from WWE, 21 from interest. Where'd the other $70,000 go? He did not buy $70,000 worth of IKEA furniture. He did not buy $70,000 worth of curing machines and trash cans and bladeless fans. Where did the other $70,000 go? Now, here's where more speculation, theorizing, jumping the gun comes in. We know he has a gambling addict. I've shown the tweet before of him talking about, like, the card machines that, or the slot machines that casinos don't have card readers on them. It's like, why would you know that? Mr. I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm totally broke. Like, how would he know that if he's so broke he can't afford anything? And yet he's talking about how slot machines have card readers on them. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just saying. I was going to try to find it, but I can't find it real quick. Anyways. So, could it be the casinos? And it's like, alright, well, he had other gotcha games for this. He had no $5,000 in WWE Supercard. He probably about $10,000 in the Dokkan Battle DBZ thing. Alright, so let's add another $20,000 in gotcha games. So you go from 60 down to 40. Where'd that $40,000 go? And where did all that money that you were making go? Because he was making minimum payments on the cards, minimum payments on the condos, minimum payments on the car, minimum payments at every turn. It's like, well, at the height of his credit card stuff, he was probably paying around $2,500 a month. It's like, okay, so $2,500 a month, 15 for the Connecticut condo, so that's 4, 18 plus for the Washington condo. So let's see, 4, 5, 6. Next for some of all the HOA fees. So, well, yes, he made $12,000 a month, but taxes, he didn't pay his taxes. So you got $7,000-ish in bills, $12,000 a month. Where'd the $5,000 go? I was like, well, some months he only made 9. Yeah, but then what is it? Emerald 7 showed up and dropped $16,000. So for the months that he didn't make $12,000, you take it out of the $16,000 that he got from Emerald and spread it out. So, alright, he doesn't pay his taxes, so you can't say, oh, well, $5,000 went to taxes, because he doesn't pay his taxes. That's why he's on a payment plan. Where did all that money go? Now, yes, people apparently annoyed with the baby videos, but it's 99.9999% a joke. The only reason it's not 100% a joke is because the guy lies about everything. The guy lied about owning a cat while putting down cat food as a business expense on his bankruptcy forms. So could he theoretically be lying about having a kid? Yes. Very likely, probably not. The baby we heard crying in that one Call of Duty video that he immediately screamed, "Refrigerator!" I was thinking maybe neighbor baby, but you would have heard it more than that. So I'm thinking maybe the neighbor condo had friends or family over and they had a baby, and that's what you heard. Or cat forgot to switch. It's like, oh, no, she's at the apartment with Philip Burnell Jr. Oh no, I forgot to switch. I need to play Animal Crossing. Drove back. Obviously, can't leave the baby alone, so drives back to the condo to pick up the Switch. And while she's there, the baby cries a little bit. But again, that is 99.999% a joke. More likely than not, it was neighbor baby or a friend or family of the neighbor visiting the neighbor and you heard the baby crying, which is why you've only heard it once. But this is a guy who lied about owning a cat on his bankruptcy form while putting down cat food. So he could very well be lying about it. And he had $9,000 expense in July when normally he only has $4,000 or $5,000. If you have insurance like she does through her job, the giving birth on that'd be about $4,000 or $5,000. So that explained the extra expense in July. Pregnant from a Halloween party when they were both sick in December. Sorry, when they're both sick in December, morning sickness. The trip going to be taken in the dead summer months of July. Moved to April. Why? Oh, she'd be too big in July to go. She looked awful glowing in those wedding pictures. And then again, 9 months later, $9,000 expense in July. It does line up. But she goes to the gym. Oh, she's at the gym. Oh, she's at the gym right now. What if she wasn't at the gym? What if she was downstairs making potatoes? The only reason we know she goes to the gym or ever went to the gym is because he said so. What if she didn't? What if the reason she looked glowing in those wedding pictures is because she eats a lot of potatoes and doesn't go to the gym? And what if he never planned on going into the dead summer months? Well, there's like, all right, I'll tell the detractors I'm going to go in the summer. Then a week before I actually go in April, I'll be like, all right, guys, change your plans. I'm going right now. Bye. Try to throw the detractors off because we live rent-free in his head. Because this guy lies about everything. And who knows? Maybe they actually were sick in December. Could very well be. Or it could also be a baby. Not his, obviously, because his dick doesn't work. That's not me saying that. That's Panda Lee saying that. But a secret apartment, a baby, that would help explain where a lot of that money's going. You don't make $12,000 a month, have $7,000 in bills, don't pay your taxes, and yet somehow end up bankrupt, end up broke. Again, $40,000 towards WWE champions, an extra $20,000 towards other gacha games, $21,000, let's say, in the interest rate, or 20 in him paying an interest, whatever. Well, wait a minute. That's only $81,000. He had $131,000. Where did the rest of that money go? Where did the extra $50,000 go? Up his nose? I've watched some of his older videos, and he, even with the video camera, you can every now and then hear a subtle, very quiet, but you can hear it. So the theory that, oh, because of his bad back, he got a prescription for pain pills. Again, there's more jumping the gun, speculating, whatever. That he went, oh no, I'm now hooked on pain pills. I can only get this many for a 60-day supply. I need more. I'm now going to go to drug dealers and black market and Craigslist and buy more. Oh, they work faster if I snort them. That's why I'm constantly snorting on camera. But then he doesn't snort when Cat's on, or when he was doing interviews, or when he's doing special events for Twitch. So that kind of kills that theory. Even though I was kind of theorizing that when he moved to Seattle and said the Seattle air cured him, it was actually he finally found a doctor willing to write him pain pills prescriptions. Or he found someone to sell him pain pills. Or Panda Lee found him someone from her job or whatever to sell him pain pills for his bad back, if he even has one. But again, he may not have a bad back. That may be completely totally bullshit. So if he doesn't have a bad back, he doesn't need pain pills. So he doesn't spend money on pain pills. The way the guy lies so much, that's why I love speculating. That's why I love theorizing. That's why I love going, well, let's see. Halloween, December, April, July. It adds up. It lines up. But again, 99.99%, she doesn't have a kid. Just like, oh, she's getting blacked by Tyrone and Jim. Like, no. Could she? Obviously, she could be getting it down day in, day out. We don't know. But is she? Probably not. I don't think DSP would allow that. I think that's one of the reasons why she works so little, is that he doesn't want her. He wants her home. She may be in her office playing Skyrim on the Switch or whatever, but he wants her home to keep her from doing what Panda Lee did to him. But maybe she did get pregnant at the Halloween party. Maybe she was going through morning sickness in December. Maybe she was pregnant. That's why they had to move up the wedding into April. And why she looked so glowing, and she had the kid in July. And that's why he had a $9,000 expense. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You don't know. No one really knows yet. My nail in the coffin for the baby thing is Kiwi Farms didn't find a birth certificate. You know, if she had a kid, Kiwi Farms would have found that shit right away. But stuff doesn't line up. And so you speculate. Just like you speculate that he's going to lose the Washington condo, even though the Redfin value right now is $442,000. But Nancy probably not going to rely on Zillow or Redfin or whatever. She would actually have to have an inspector go to the house and inspect. But they're not doing that right now because of Corona. And we know he has assets, right? He has Keurig machines and $200 trash cans and bladeless fans and his toys, statues, paintings. He has that, right? She can't send anyone in to inspect, to assess the value. So, it doesn't matter what he has. He could have the very first Superman comic worth $1.2 million. She would never know because she can't send anyone in to inspect his stuff. But now, jumping the gun, speculating, theorizing here. What if he doesn't have anything? What if because of his gotcha gang gambling addiction, he sold it all? What if he no longer has the Keurig machine? He doesn't drink coffee, so that'd probably be one of the first things to go. Like, oh, Panda's gone. I don't need the Keurig machine anymore. I can sell that for like $300 on eBay and use that money for gotcha games. Yay! Snore, snores, ack, ack, ack. I don't need a $200 trash can. I can sell that for $100 and buy a $20 trash can at Fred Meyer. Ack, ack, ack. So maybe, possibly, theorizing, speculating here, maybe he has no assets. Maybe Nancy did get someone in there to assess his stuff and found nothing because he sold it all. We know he sold the portal gun and probably one or two other things before he gave up. What if he didn't give up? What if he publicized those items, not the other things that he sold, to hide the fact that he sold them? What if it was behind the scenes deals that he sold it, took down to the pawn shop, or just found someone online that wasn't a fan, wasn't gonna be like, hey guys, on my Twitter, look what DSP just sold me. Or just some normal person going, hey, you have the She-Hulk statue up for auction? Yeah, I'll pay you the $400 for it. Sold. But not being a DSP fan or detractor, doesn't brag about it. Doesn't post on his Twitter that he got it from DSP. So DSP is able to hide the fact that he sold it and a bunch of other stuff. Or he took down the pawn shop. So theoretically, speculating, he could have nothing. His house could have the couch, 2 TVs, one in his office, one in the living room, and nothing else. Could have gotten rid of the Keurig, could have gotten rid of the $200 trash can, could have gotten rid of all the statues, toys, and paintings and other stuff. Could have gotten rid of the Ouya and everything else. He could have gotten rid of all of it. Nancy did an inspection, found that he had nothing, and because the condo is his primary residence, wouldn't take it no matter what, even if the Redfin value is accurate. Corona. No, not really. Or did an assessment and like, this toilet's broken. The ventilation doesn't work. He said the hardwood floors are screwed up. I'm guessing because Mr. My back, when he had to move something, instead of picking up, moving it, all right, I'm going to drag it across the floor. Oh, it's just scratching against the hardwood floor, leaving gouges and scratches and scuff marks on it. So the floor's wrecked. And of course, I cannot imagine the smell. Because remember, Panda Lee's there now. I mean, Cat's not there now, but when Panda Lee left and Cat wasn't there, how long did he go without showering? I showered the day before I go out and do stuff with Cat. But what about when Cat wasn't there? How often did you shower, if you showered at all? Did he go a month just doing the, all right, washcloth, wipe, 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 wipe. All right, that's good enough. Ack, ack, ack. So I cannot imagine the smell in that place. So Nancy could have had someone go in there and be like, all right, we're going to have one person in there. You send one person in there, and hopefully that they know enough to be like, yeah, all right, this is how much it's worth, or okay, this is how much that's worth. And realize, like, the floors are wrecked. The ventilation doesn't work. This toilet's broken. The smell, oh my god, what the fuck died in here? Yeah, this place isn't worth $344 that he put down. I wouldn't even give him $300 for this place right now. Even though Redfin values it at $442. I wouldn't give him $300 for it. Well, that's well under the exception limit, so he gets to keep it. Even if they were thinking about taking it, it was worthwhile, but probably wasn't. But again, this is all speculation. This is all guessing. This is all theorizing, which I love to do. Why do you think I do my conspiracy theory videos with GTG? Because I love talking about that stuff. I love theorizing and speculating and wondering and guessing. Because what if you guess and you're right? This time we were wrong. I was speculating, guessing, theorizing that it would be dismissed. And either the credit card companies would sue and or be like, you know what? We're just going to keep charging him interest. If he makes minimum payments to us for the rest of his life, we'll make more money that way than if we sue him and win. All right, we sued, we won. We're BMW. He owes us $2,700 on this card. We spent $5,000 on lawyer and court costs. Fuck. Or BMW goes, keep paying us the $45 a month. We're going to make way more money off of you in interest than we'd ever would if we sued you and got the money paid in full. But now, we need to rely on MidFirst Bank. My only issue here is pig roach luck. The pig roach luck caused a freaking pandemic. The pig roach luck caused Corona. Without Corona, they could have inspected the house and his items. They would be like, all right, this person does electronics, this person does appliances, this person does collectibles, this person does whatever. Send in a team, they go through, all right, this is how much this is worth, this is how much that's worth. Yeah, you might be able to get this much. It might be worth going after, it might not. Hi, I'm the house inspector. Because of the damage, it's not worth that much. Or maybe DSP's lying about the scuffed floors. Maybe he's lying about the vents not working. Maybe he's lying about the, holy shit, my mind just blanked. The toilet not working. Maybe the toilet works. Maybe the floors are pristine. Maybe the vents work. He just, guys, it's so hot in here. If only I had AC, but I don't because the vents don't work. Send me money to pay to get that fixed so I can spend it on gacha games. So maybe all that works. Maybe the house is $442. Maybe it's more. One of the condos in this area sold for $488,000 and it was only like 30 square feet bigger. Like, holy shit, Seattle property prices are insane. But we don't know. And we probably never will. Because he keeps his lips sealed on this stuff. Who knows? Maybe I'm jumping the gun again. Please let me be wrong. Please let this not mean anything, just like the original order. Just like this meant nothing. Please let me be wrong. Please let me be jumping the gun. Please let it come out that this was automatic. Like, this wasn't Nathan saying, all right, put it through. This was automatic. So maybe this was automatic? I highly doubt it, but please let this be automatic too and it not mean anything. And Nancy can still come in and be best waifu of 2020 by dismissing the entire thing. No, that's not what's going to happen. Rikita Law already went over this. And yeah, like I said, he's a true believer now. He is a true believer in DSP and the pig roach luck. He's never seen anything like this before. It's like, damn. It's kind of scary when a lawyer's like, yeah, this should have never happened. I don't know how this happened. It makes no sense. I don't get it. I'm a true believer. This guy sold his soul to Satan or something because I am a true believer now that nothing is going to hurt him. He is invincible. He is immortal. He is the pig roach. Anyways, I've ranted and rambled on long enough. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day. Nancy, you were the chosen one! Told myself I wasn't gonna cry. Oh shit, the camera's still on.